This is where the fun begins.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to just a quick, well, I wouldn't say quick, but it's Saturday chat as well as setting up my Rumble. And it looks like it's set up pretty well good. So I'm excited about that. So if you don't know, I am now streaming on Rumble, and it looks like I didn't have to go back to the Rumble settings to click live like I've heard you how to do it. Just automatically started when I started this. So how are you guys doing? And also I wanted to share something. So let me see who's in the chat. Let's see here. We have Melissa Lord. Hello. Let's see here. Oh, my makeup looks like it's kind of smeared. I don't know why. Anyways, so hello, Melissa Lord. How are you doing? And let's see here. We have Batsy. So everybody's reporting on YouTube side, but we do have Rumble. So I'm excited about that. That will be going on Rumble. So if you want to, I highly encourage you to go and I guess you could say follow me there. Subscribe, follow, different languages for different platforms, but it's all the same thing. Let me see here. And who else is here? We have Soul Assassin. It's Saturday, and here we are. Yes, and look what. Let me see. Let me change. Let me go ahead and do this here. Let me change my let me see, how do I do this? Styles. There we go. Let me change this. Here we go. Hi. So look what I got in the mail a few days ago. So I got the Making of Star Wars, and I wish I would set it up so I could have camera angling down so you can see. I'm not really planning on showing this off. So, but I decided to grab it last minute. So that's why I said I was not planning on doing that. And this has some more valuable information about behind the scenes of making of Revenge of the Sith. And if you're watching on Rumble, you would see that my clip before everything started was about Revenge of the Sith. So let me see here. Hi, Christopher Barker. How are you doing? And so we have here, look at that. So I'll be nerding through that here pretty soon. Well, I have been, but more and more. And then we have Matim. Hello there, Laura. Glad I can finally tune in on to one of your streams. Well, hello. How are you doing? Let's see here. I know, right? Soul Assassin. Let's see here. And so Netflix is supposedly buying Warner Brothers. That's as bad as Disney having Star Wars, if not worse. Yeah, I've been following that a little bit. Not that I'm not interested in the dynamics behind that. It's just right now I just been so busy and stuff. I just been keeping an eye on all that. Yeah, so that's the news. But you know the other news that came out. You know the other news that came out. Okay, let's see here. And how we have Cannibal. How are you doing? And then we have Denies the Gamer. How are you doing? My Rebel name is OG Star Wars, just like here. So I shared it on Twitter. Yeah, it's just spelled just like that. I'm putting it in the chat. I didn't put it in the description below here because I was just too busy making sure that I was connecting everything. I didn't have time to do that this last Thursday for CAF Chat. I was hoping that I could so that some of our Gatekeepers Alliance and some of you guys, or all of you guys, can not only subscribe here, you can follow there, and we can build up both sides of the platforms and join and create such a broader range of George's era Star Wars content for you guys. Yeah. Let's see. What's the original Star Wars by Disney? Who cares? I got the DVD. Yeah. So we're going to talk about that here pretty soon. And I think that this is a great topic since I'm creating this test stream for Rumble, that we talk a little bit about what was announced yesterday. So let me see. Let me pull up my the Twitter announcement because that's a little bit more easier to show. Let's see here. Star Wars. We'll just pull that up. Let me pull up Star Wars. Okay. There we go. And the announcement should be either pinned or something. Okay, so here we go. All right. Let me go ahead. I'm going to turn off my camera for the time being. Let's see here and share. I just so crazy sharing because it's like I wish it was quicker. I wish you had, and unless you have it all set up ahead of time, it's not that quick. But hey, it is what it is, right? It is what it is, and that's all it is, right? All right. So beautiful Saturday. I hopefully all your whole day is going well. And I went and did some pictures for the yoga studio that I teach at, a headshot for the website and all that. And let's see here. Fight against the fools who tell us to stay mad, right? So yeah, I already did the headshots. I have, if you haven't listened to me this last Thursday for Calf Chat briefing, I'm having a tooth issue that I'll probably go in Monday to take care of it because I think there's an infection behind it as well. And so I've just been laying low with that. And so I thought I was going to go shopping today since I was in the city, but no. Let me see, is Burnt Cookies in here too? Did I miss someone? Burnt Cookies doesn't know what the original version even is. Burnt Cookies. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I was like, what? Who? What? When? Where? How? Let's see here. I have digital copies of the original versions. They are laser disc rips. Yeah. Let me see here. And good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon to you as well. Let's see here. Christopher says, so he's saying hello. And the only original version I ever watched was the special editions. And that's what George intended, even though some people just like absolutely are disheartened, I guess you could say, by it, by George's decision for what he did. Like he was editing and changing things from the beginning. From when Star Wars was put into theaters in 1977 all the way up through until his last edit for Star Wars. He was doing that. Let me see here. Month books. There we go. A Saturday stream. Hell yeah. How's it going, everyone? It's going well. It's going well. This is not going to be something that's going to be long. I'm testing to see how everything goes there on Rumble side. So if you haven't had a chance yet, go over to Rumble and let's see here. Go over to Rumble and follow there. Subscribe, follow. Slightly different language, but all the same thing. All the same thing. And I'm still airing on Twitter. So Twitter, YouTube, and Rumble for now. So I figured a stream across platforms will bring in more people and put George Lucas' era of Star Wars in front of everybody. I've got the OT on the VHS from the 90s before the changes and that Rocket Victory celebration. Okay. All right. Happy Saturday to you as well. Let's see here. I still have my 2006 limited edition DVDs. I'm happy with those. Yeah. So this is it right here. Celebrate 50 years of a galaxy far, far away from when Star Wars A New Hope returns to theaters February 19th, 2027. So Star Wars is saying Star Wars A New Hope. Do you remember, do you know or recall when Star Wars got that secondary title, A New Hope? Do you guys know the history behind that? You know the history behind that. Well, George said that he always wanted these to be episodics and that he wanted to put that working title, A New Hope, in sometimes shortly after he released in theaters. And again, he was always editing, re-editing, refining the movie, even when it was in theaters. So if you want to watch a quick history brief on that, go over to Tim's Star Wars and Politics. He has that on that and Rumble, and I believe on YouTube, and even on his spacing channel, what have you. So if you want to know the history about the making of the 1977 Star Wars and how it was always being re-edited, refined, redone even in 1977. He breaks that down a little bit more. I'm not going to do that here. But for this, A New Hope, in 1980, was it 80 when Empire Strikes came out? Something like that, or 81? Well, anyways, in 1980. I believe that's the date. Sorry, I'm like going at the top of my head. And that's when he decided to make the changes for the title variant, Star Wars, into a Star Wars A New Hope, and turn it into an episodic. So thank you, Melissa Lord. Cool. So that's when he decided to make it episodic. And that's when you see that. And there are some changes during that time. But over the years, over the course of years, I want to go ahead and study this. I want to study this, and I want to do a live, not a live, but I want to do a video on George's history of refining Star Wars. And a lot of this has to do with his vision not being able to be played out with the technology at the time. And as technology grew and as he helped make advances in filming industry and stuff like that, that's when you see more and more of that going on. And so people did get pissed about that because they are so stuck on like that very first one that we seen in the theater. Like if you were, alive well enough to remember 1977 release. However, like I said, go watch Tim's video. He has re-edited, refined all of that even in 1977. So let me see here. Let me see what you guys are saying. What makes Razor Blade a fool? I'm out of the loop. I don't have any news on that. I'm sorry. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Summer. Thank you. Let's see here. And hell, tell that to Razor Blade. He's a fool. Yeah. Oh, I think you might be talking to a specific person, and it's not cooking just yet. But hey, there's so many people that I interact with, whether they are fence riders, shills, George Lucas era fans, or what have you. So the live action Ewoks are underrated classics. I really enjoy them. Yeah. Now that one, no matter what, that one is just a fan dislike after they heard about behind the scenes and George's ideas from the Ewoks being Wookiees to Ewoks. So, and that's not a big deal whatsoever. What makes Razor? Okay, let me see here. I don't know. And my version doesn't have episode 4 at the beginning of the title crawl. Cool. Yeah, does not. I know what you meant. Let's see here. And we have Darth Leviathan. I can't even read. Hello, how are you doing? How are you doing? And let's see here. All right. And then we have William. I finally got to hook up. Hook up. Who are you hooking up with, sir? Hey, glad you're here. And glad you are here. So with that being said, now what quote unquote original version is this? Now there's people that are very much hyped about this. I never was born during that time, so I'm so excited to go experience it in the theater for the first time. Wow. Star Wars has been in the theater multiple times, no matter which one it is. And yeah, I get the theatrical feeling that people get. That's cool. Excuse me. But you can get the DVD version. You can get the 2006 limited edition version. And there you go. No need to give the mouse the money. No need to support the Mouse House, especially when it's something that is genuinely George Lucas and the version that George is like, that's not the correct version. Now, people in the chat, is this honoring George Lucas or not? What do you think? Now, we got to take ourselves and our feelings away from him. Oh, it's going to be in there and fuck George Lucas because he didn't give us, he didn't keep the original version. Take the feelings out of it. Does this go against George? Does this compromise what he wanted for us, for his vision and for us? Yes, AOT, right, spot on. I hate Disney Star Wars, but I'm going to go see it in theaters. Right on. I'm going to use what came before. That's probably a blasphemy to George Lucas to go watch it. Even though I hate Disney Star Wars, I'm gonna go give him the money through that project. No, it isn't, and it's no, it isn't honor George Lucas. Yeah. Okay. Wow, exploiting. We got exploiting. That's something interesting to see here or to witness here. Exploiting George Lucas. Exploiting. And I think that they've done that in many different ways. Like Filoni has done that with, and Favreau has done that before with pictures of him holding Grogu, and now people using that image saying George agrees, likes, what have you, right? And all of that. So exploiting, that's a very interesting term to use. And yeah, I see the exploitation on there. I was there in the theater in 1983 for Jedi. It's not the same thing today. Theaters suck now because people and cell phones. That and the experience back then, like theaters were the thing back then. It was like every single night, not every single night, but when the weekend comes, you're planning with your friends. What are we gonna do? Well, this movie's coming out, and then we want to go sneak into this movie. So there was that theater. The theater was like the place to be, right? And hooking up with your friends, going to the mall, the theater, hanging out at the house parties. There were so many things. And now today, cell phone has people and technology, and we're in front of technology. I am talking to you guys through technology, which is a blessing and a curse, right? But technology has now been the forefront of engagement, where it used to be face to face and you would go off and do things with people, have fun, kick back, listen to music, go swimming, go in the theaters, house parties, the mall, raise hell, basically. Yeah. So that's just something to think about. And I guess I'm sharing my age. I hate Disney, but I'm gonna give them money. Yep. I think I read that one already, unless it's a new one. Probably did. No, it doesn't. They don't care about film preservation. It's about the money. Yeah. No, it doesn't. Let's see. Disney just wants the fans to support them. It's a quick, easy buck for them. Sad to say, it's a quick, easy buck. And those who don't like the direction that Disney has taken the franchise will go and watch it because, oh, it's George Lucas's. Not, well, sad to say, I even have to say this. They own the property now, right? Holy heck. That's something to chew. Bite off and chew, right? Soul Assassin says, I believe it's a way to get quick cash from Disney Lucasfilm for Disney's Lucasfilm. They do it every time they need money. You don't see them re-releasing the Disney films. I heard they were going to do that here soon for The Force Awakens, but I don't know. Ahsoka and Grogu break their own lore because it renders Luke and Rey meaningless. Rey has always been meaningless, but hey, you're on my channel, so I'm going to automatically say that. Just like Gilroy ignored the KSO comic for Andor. Correct. Everybody's working for the weekend. Right. There we go. And I sung that out too. I was like, whew, there we go. Okay. Star Wars used to be treated as events. Now they're just made by obligations rather than inspiration. Oh, that's an interesting twist right there, Derek, and you are so correct. They don't and can't tell any original Star Wars stories. Disney Star Wars sucks. Yes, we all know that. And they have to use George Lucasfilm to get money and stay in the public eye. Yeah, even the branding Star Wars is what keeps them in the public eye. Keeps them in the public eye. And those who are watching on Rumble, hello, how are you doing? Say hello in the chat so I know you're there. All right. I will never give Disney a penny. And also Lucky Kennedy is hyped for it too. Oh, I bet he is. OG, did you see Filoni's backup plan? I didn't watch that yet. I will have to watch. I will have to watch that. I haven't watched it yet. I'm like, do I feel like going into a cringe factor video on some BS that they got from their insider source or whatever? Let's see here. I'm just glad that Star Wars is not the only franchise I have. Yeah. And it's all coming down to each franchise getting bastardized by others, by their newer properties that are buying them out. So basically, as I said before, like with the other movies that came out from the 6 movies that they put in the theaters, just get your version. Find the 2006. You could even find the old ones on DVD and stuff like that, and make your own watch party. Make your own watch party. Don't give the mouse the money off of George, especially when it's a version that George doesn't sanction. And as much as some people are like, I don't like the special editions, blah, 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 blah. Hey, that's cool. That's fine. I get it. But don't support them, especially if you're against the direction that they are taking Star Wars. The shills who crap on George Lucas and the prequel trilogy, are they the same shills who cream their pants when Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor returned in these god-awful shows for Disney Plus? Yeah, more than likely. Man, you guys are hopping in the chat. So it looks like everything went great on Rumble's side. And so now I know how to hook it up. And yeah, I'm excited about that. So again, if you haven't had a chance yet, let me see if I can share the link here. Let me go ahead and unshare this. Let me take this out down here. Okay. Because I did share it on my Twitter account. Let's see here. Where is it? I know I shared the link here. I need a double computer type situation here. There we go. Yeah. How boomers lost weight. That's so funny. Okay. Let's see here. Repost. Nope. I just want to share. Okay, there we go. You guys are listening to me talk to myself. That's funny. Unless Soul Assassin did it already. There we go. I'm all trying to get it, and Soul Assassin's like, wait, slow your roll. I got it here. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Long live the Star Wars expanded universe. Yes. Haha, I beat OG to it. Yeah, you're quick. You're a good mod. And you know what? I'm going to play this anyways. It's going to hurt me here on YouTube side, but not on Rumble side. But let's see here. Where is it? Oh, my goodness. Did I take it off here?
No. Hey, this is going out to all the homies. Yeah.
This is for the raza.
Yeah. You trying to get crazy with this thing? Don't you know I'm loco?
All right, you guys. So I just wanted to have a quick talk on that and test the Rumble stream, and looks like it's going good. So you guys, again, go over there, follow, and subscribe. I'm still learning the lingo for that side. I got so used to using YouTube. AOT says, I have a controversial opinion. I don't like the Yoda puppet in The Phantom Menace. It looked nothing like the one from the OT. Yeah, I agree. It looked like he lost a lot of weight. He was nice and plump in the OT, right? Yeah, so I get it. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and close out here, you guys. Again, we will see more posts of this right here. Let me go ahead and turn on my camera. There we go. I'll be sharing a lot more of information from here as well. It's freaking amazing content in here. Look at the back. All right. So we'll be posting some stuff there. Maybe I'll be using some stuff to talk about in incoming CAF chats and other downloads of lore and lore talk and stuff like that. So yeah, so stay tuned for that. And thank you guys for tuning in and hanging out with me here on Rumble, here on Twitter, and here on YouTube. You guys are friggin' amazing. Just popping in on a Saturday afternoon and saying hello and giving me your opinion on, what's going on with Star Wars and what you think about the original being redone or whatever. I would say remastered or whatever. But anyways, and this, I think it's supposed to be out February, right? That's what I read earlier. So thank you guys for sharing that. Again, don't give the mouse your money. And I would say when the actual anniversary comes out, well, if they were fighting, now I'm going to go into a little rumble before we leave. Now, a little rumble. But anyways, I'm going to go into a little rant. If they were smart enough, they would have, not that I'm supporting their choice, but if they were smart enough, they would have this come out actual Star Wars day, the actual day that it aired in theaters. But I said that before with, yes, William, I am on Rumble. The Gatekeeper Alliance is now complete. Yes, it is. And so you can still find it under the same type of handle I have here, OG Star Wars. So you could find it there. And I'll start remembering to post links in the description to mine and other Gatekeepers Alliance channels too, so you guys can all follow accordingly. So anyways, I thought I'd point out about them not doing things on the actual anniversary date. And there could be factors to that. I understand, because theaters, they do, and theaters and the film industry do schedule films accordingly. So, but anyways, thank you guys for hanging out. You guys are friggin' amazing. And I will see you later. So you guys have a great day wherever you are. And hopefully your weekend is going by great. Stay warm out there since we're going into the winter time. And talk to you later. Have a good day.
Another happy landing.